So today we are going to discuss about hierarchy of Oracle in a machine. Yeah, today's class topic it is. There are many technical things that we may come across in this topic today. Listen to it carefully. You have any questions to ask, you can either send through chat panel or you can unmute your mic and you can raise your queries. Okay. Yeah. First, say for example, this is your machine. Okay. So I call this to be your system machine. Now, in this machine, I have Windows 10 OS. That also I'll mention. OS. I'm talking about my system. Okay. I have what now? Windows 10 OS. Yeah. Now, in this Windows 10 OS, say for example, you have installed Oracle 12c software. Yes. Whichever you have with you. If you have 18c, go with 18c. If you have 19c, go with 19c. If you have 11G, go with 11G. Whichever you have installed that. So for me, it is now Oracle 12c. Okay. Next, what I highlight is remember two things. Remember two things. Whenever you install Oracle software, whenever you install Oracle software, it will ask you for two questions during installation. What two questions? First question will be like this: install and configure. And second, it will say Oracle only install. What does this mean? What does it mean? If you say only install, it means only Oracle software will be installed. Only Oracle software will be installed. If you make a choice of only install. After that, what you have to do? You have to again create a database. You have to create. This is only Oracle is installed. It means I write here database is not created. Yes. Then what you have to do? We have to create database separately. And if it is install and configure, it means Oracle software is installed plus database is also created. Yes. Two things will happen. Oracle software is installed as well as database is also created. Two things I'm saying, two things. By which option? Install and configure. So, and among these two, you will have default option for install and configure only. Default it is. You'll have two, buttons, radio buttons. You have to make a select. You don't need to select even. Default itself is install and configure. Default. If you change to only install, it means only Oracle software is installed, no database is created. You have to create database separately. And database creation is not that simple in Oracle. There are a lot of other things that you need to know before a database is created. So especially for a beginner, database creation would go for a challenging task. Lot of other things you need to know before you create a database. So for a beginner, that will all end up with confusion. That is the reason, even in your personal computers, when you install Oracle software, I would ask you to go with this option only, install and configure. Don't go for this part. You understand? So it means during installation itself, during installation of Oracle software itself, one database is also created. One database is also created. The only thing is when database is created during installation, name will be given by software. Database name, I'm saying. Database name will be given by software. If you go with this one, second technique, if you go with only install, then Oracle software is installed. Database you have to create separately, and at that time you can name a database. You can provide a name for the database. You can provide a name for that database. That's left to you. Yeah. Anyone who is still confused on this part? Still anyone? Are you clear what exactly I said? During installation, I'm saying it will be a process of around 6 to 7 steps of installation. In that 6 to 7 steps of installation, this is, I feel, third or second step or fourth step, in between these three only, second, third, fourth, in these three steps, one step will come asking, confirming from you to go with any one of these two. So I'm asking you to go with the first one, install and configure. Why? So that our work is reduced. As a beginner, we don't have confusion. How to create database, what things to know about database. Those all things will you can avoid. Those all things. Okay. And now let me explain you. Remember, whenever, or I'm not saying like only one data, no, late automatically one database is created. Along with that, if you want to create, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why, and that's what I'm saying. That is completely a work of DBA, no doubt in it, Hari Prasad. That's what I'm saying. Database creation becomes a challenging task for a beginner. That is what I said. So since we are going with the or development part to study in our course content. Development part we are going to study in our course content. So obviously you don't need to know anything about this part. Database creation is a work of administrator. He'll take care. But practice purpose you need to know, na. So practice purpose you should have on database. So that database also, why do you create? We'll ask software to create the database now. So here comes now a database inside Oracle 12c software. Now I say here, we got to have database. Yes. 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 This is your database. Database. Hmm. Which database? Which database it creates? By name ORCL. This will be the database it creates during installation of Oracle software. Yes, ORCL database is created. I didn't say that you cannot create one more database. No, you can have one or more databases in your Oracle software. There are no restrictions for that. You can have one or more. This ORCL is now created during installation of Oracle software. Name of the database is ORCL. Now again, one more thing to learn. One more thing. And what is it? Inside a database, internal I'm saying, inside a database, you are made available by something called blocks. Those blocks are called schema. Yes. What is that block called? Schema. Schema. What is a schema? I simply say, simple terms, I say, schema works like a folder. Schema works like a folder. Please don't change my sentence. I didn't say schema is a folder. Okay. I rather said schema works like a folder. Now assume ORCL is database. ORCL is database. And now we all are working on the database. We all are working on that database, same database, ORCL database. Dipesh is working on that database. Hariprasad is working on that database. Shashi is working on the database. Kavita is working, right? Nirmal is working. Pranali, Yogeshwar, myself, Sharif, all are working on one database. So obviously, when we all are working on one database, we want to segregate our work. We want to segregate our work. What Dipesh is doing, that I don't want to get mixed up with Hariprasad, or whatever Hariprasad is doing, I don't want to get mixed up those things with other users. So what I would do now, I create multiple schemas. Dipesh becomes one schema, Hariprasad becomes one schema, my name becomes one schema. What are you doing? You're simple, you're making small blocks. Each block, each schema is one user. Dipesh schema is one user. Hariprasad schema is one user. Why you want to segregate the job? So that I can have easy maintenance. Will you be doing this task? Definitely not. This is not your work. This is administrator's work. You join as Oracle developer in any IT company. Immediately, your details will be forwarded to DBA saying that so and so guy by so and so name is going to join tomorrow as Oracle developer. So for him, this is the database to be given access and with so and so credentials. DBA will do all that stuff and keep it ready for you. When you go for joining tomorrow, you'll be given all your credentials and they'll be providing a sort of little training on how you make a connection to database, which database, what are the things that are already developed in the database. Those all things they'll train you. How many schemas? I already said, like if 10 people are working on database, definitely DBA is going to create 10 schemas. 10 schemas. Why you want to have like segregation of work? Simple example you take, simple example. Just assume a case when you download songs from internet. Usually all the songs will be downloaded in a default location that will be downloads folder. Then what you do, you move those songs from downloads folder to some drive, to any other drive, and you create one folder and you put all your songs in it. And again, one more interesting thing here. Imagine you downloaded Hindi songs, you downloaded Telugu songs, you downloaded English songs. Now, what you do now? Will you keep all the songs in one folder? No, we do this process. Again, in songs folder, you create or Hindi songs, Telugu songs, English songs. You make folders and you segregate your songs into respective folders. Why are you doing this much for the sake of songs? You already created one folder by name called songs. In that songs folder, you're creating subfolders again. That subfolders, in that subfolders, you're creating your what? You're segregating your songs. Same thing. ORCL is main folder, and in that schemas are subfolders. And each schema can have multiple one or more objects. One or more objects. Now folder will have file will have content. Folder will have file will have content, I'm saying. Here, database will have schema will have object will have content. Why did you segregate your job? Tomorrow, assume these are the things that are created by, for example, Dipesh. And I asked Dipesh to share all the songs of Hindi which he has downloaded. What he will do? He don't need to waste his time searching for Hindi songs because he already made all Hindi songs in one folder. Simple as the case, he just shared that folder with me. All the songs are available. What is that we have done here? This is what you call easy maintenance. Segregating process, segregating process is what? Easy maintenance. Tomorrow, copying will be easy, deleting will be easy, moving will be easy. That is what you call easy maintenance. We all have our schemas. Tomorrow, if he feels that my schema is not important, he don't want to have any backup on my schema, he can simply ignore my schema. All other schemas, things are important for him to have backup. He'll simply go and take backup of other schemas. He don't need to make again a separate choice to do this process because already segregated work is there. Whichever schema is important for your backup, that is important for future, you have a backup of that schema. Which is not important, ignore it. Yeah. Any more questions that you want to have, you want to ask here, connecting with the schema?
So does this schema takes any space in the
No, but
like,
think database is logical. Database itself is logical. So schema is also logical. It
okay,
doesn't
sir.
allocate any memory for that. Never. Hari Prasad has a question like, if all 10 members working on the same project, then how the code will be? Yeah, that again we can share those objects. Assume Dipesh created one table in his schema by name Dipesh, and you created one table in your schema. Now I want to use Dipesh table and your table. Both tables I want to use. I don't want to create because already you people have created it. Why unnecessary? Again, I'll waste my time creating it. I rather can use your tables. Since now Dipesh table, he is the owner of the table. Your created table, you are the owner of the table. I I don't want to create. I just want to use those tables. So obviously, since we all work in one team, we all work on one database. The only option is that you have to permit me. You both have to permit me so that I can use your tables for my work. You understand? That is what we have a concept of a sort of providing security for your object. You understand? So if you give me privileges, then I can use them. I don't want to waste my time because you are also of my team only. Your created objects will help me for the same project. So I don't want to waste my time again creating same tables that would waste your memory, that may create confusion. It's better you already created. I'm in need. You give me privileges. I can use that. Now you cannot deny because we are all working on some same project that you don't want to share your object. And moreover, your object is not in your control. Database administrators, even you don't permit me, DBA will permit me to use that object. Huh. If it is that you are alone working on database, you're working on a personal schema, you have something important of your own, don't need to access. Everything has to go in the policy that you have for your database. Nothing can be unofficial in your database. Database, if you create something which is unnecessary, you are questioned about it. You will have, or you should go for an explanation about it. What made you to create that table? What made you to put that content? What made you to drop that table again? You have been asked to do so and so job, only you're supposed to do that. Nothing can be in excess from your side. If they are giving you to create 10 tables, you are supposed to create 10 tables only. Okay. Now coming to next part. Coming to next part. Especially when I say about this schema, remember one more thing. One more thing. Along with your database, along with your ORCL database, you are made available to work with built-in schema. Yeah, I'll write here. Till Oracle 11G release 2. Till this version, I'm saying. Till this version. Okay. Remember, we were provided with provided with around uh, 10 to 12 schemas. 10 to 12, more than 12 only. Approximate, I'm saying. Approximate of around 10 to 12 schemas they provided us for. Software, when database is created, automatic schemas, these are all ready-made schemas, built-in schemas. What are they? One schema was by name Scott. One more schema by name System. One more schema by name Sys. Like this, we used to have a list. Like this. One more schema by name HR. List, I'm saying list 12, 10 plus 10 plus only. Already 4 I listed. If you still go, we have around 10, 12 plus or 14 plus schemas are there. Built-in schemas, I'm saying. That automatically database will create them. Now, along with this, I gave example. Dipesh I can add, Hari Prasad I can add, Shashi I can add, Kavita I can add, Sharif I can add. What are all these? These are our customized schemas, user created schemas. You understand? And now coming to these schemas, Scott schema they provided as normal schema and we use it for practice purpose. System schema has admin privileges. Admin, it's admin schema. This is advanced of system, so this is like super admin. We got more privileges than system to sys. Scott is normal, practice purpose it is. They're designed. For ourselves, I'm saying, when you are into company, when you join as an Oracle developer, schemas and all you don't create. These all database administrator will take care of. When you go to job as an Oracle developer, by the time you'll get a mail saying that you have to log into this so and so database with so and so credentials. And one more interesting thing what we learn is from Oracle 12c and later versions. That is 18c, 19c. What do you find now? We have system schema, same purpose to perform admin related operations. One more called sys. This is also super admin. And remember, now from 12c, Oracle Corporation removed Scott schema. They removed it. No Scott schema. No, you get system, sys for sure, no doubt. Scott, they removed. Still you need it. Then do one thing. It's not there now. You create. We have to create for practice purpose. You have to create. Automatic you won't have now. Now the question arises, when we have to create practice purpose a schema called Scott, then why do we create Scott? Why can't it be Dipesh? Why can't it be Sharif? Why can't it be Shashi? You can. I'm saying you Scott comparison. I'm saying you Scott was built in till 11G release 2. From 12C they removed. Now Now still you want to have a schema which is of with the same name, then you create Scott only, you create. That's the reason I'm comparing. And every schema is, I'll make a note and write here, passwords of these schemas are provided during installation of Oracle software. Later also they can be changed. Yes. And when you create, when they create, I said that point only. They'll provide you credentials. That's what I said. Like they'll give you your username and password to which database you want to have an access. That also they'll mention. Or imagine a case during installation of Oracle software, during installation of Oracle software, you did mistake. Like you are supposed to provide passwords of all these schemas, but you missed it. You didn't provide. No issues. No issues. You complete your installation without giving password. Later, you can provide the passwords of those schemas later also. If already provided, later you can change. If you didn't provide at all during installation, later you provide. Your wish. Both provisions I'm saying. It's left to you. But for a beginner, these all things go lengthy. So if you have come across with any such mistake, don't uninstall your product. Just update me, please, so that I'll guide you how to change passwords, how to provide passwords of existing logins. Yeah. Anyone has any questions to ask me at this topic, you can. Any question you have. Yes, Deepesh, any questions you have? Hari Prasad, Shashi, Kavita, everyone in the bash. Any queries you have that you want to ask me on this topic, you can. Yeah, that later we'll discuss. Yeah. I'll discuss. It's there. We'll discuss as a part of a subject. Yeah. Yeah, Yogeshwar. You can ask your query. Yesterday I said that software will be shared by me. You don't need to download. Yesterday very clearly I said, don't download the software from the website because you'll be getting express edition of that software. Instead, the 12C software which I share with you will be your enterprise edition. Yeah, Pranali, any queries you have, Pranali? Kavita, any queries?
No, sir. No queries.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, our course is Oracle 19C, so why we are working with 12C? Kavita, yesterday I very clearly have explained on this part, and then I have come up with introduction to Oracle 12C. Yesterday's class. What I said yesterday is I have Oracle 12C Enterprise Edition so that we can implement all the features whichever Oracle Corporation has developed or introduced in older versions as well as in 12C version. I can download and make available 19C also, no issues at all. But if I download and install 19C, then I will have Express Edition, which is actually a free edition. Even though 19C is a latest version which you have downloaded, but the problem is it was Express Edition. Because it is Express Edition, remember, not only 12C, 12C, yeah, I'm explaining you, Kavita, listen to it. So, listen, Kavita. So, even if you download 19C Express Edition, which is the latest one, if you download and install, remember, though it is the latest version 19C, but still 10G features will not be working in it. 11G features will not be working in it. 12C features will not be working in it. 18C features will not be working. Fundamental concepts of SQL, PLSQL you can implement. And I said, meanwhile, we go with 12C. If in between, if I get 19C Enterprise Edition, we'll go with Enterprise Edition of 19C. And even I said this also, whatever the course content which we have, right, as we are going, as I said that we'll see practical sessions on 12C. 12C. Okay.
Okay, sir, got it.
Okay. So what I said, so hi Ahmad, sorry to ask this question. I've joined first three classes, so might have missed this topic. So how is the job market of Oracle compared to other? Yeah, yeah. Just wait, Hari Prasad. I'll get back to you. I'll answer to your query. Just wait. Yeah. So what I was saying, so you are going to practice on 12C. That as I don't have 18C and 19C, I 12C, when you make thorough practice, clearly you understand all the concepts of 12C thoroughly. 18C, do you feel all new things they introduce only for SQL PLSQL? No, I didn't notice such point at all. Rather, they introduce many new concepts for administration, cloud computing. They introduced lot of things. SQL, PLSQL also they introduced. I'm not saying they didn't introduce 18C may they introduced SQL, PLSQL, very few concepts that you can learn out. But lot of new things they made available for administration. Same is the case for 19C as well. So 12C, when you practice well, what is added, what they have added in 18C, which is not there in 12C. I'll explain you. You can correlate and understand just like that. In a simple way, you can understand it. In future, when you find 18C, 19C, whatever the things I have explained you, or whatever the knowledge you have of 12C, extend the same with the same facility, same things what I have provided you for 18C, 19C, you practically implement and see. You can find those things perfectly available. Okay. Now everyone is comfortable. Did you all understood what exactly I said? Everyone. Yeah. Now coming to the point of Hari Prasad, how is the job market for Oracle compared to other areas? And as far as my experience is concerned, what I closely notice, since I take up databases of different subjects, Oracle I take up, SQL Server I take up, MySQL. These are the three databases that I take up for classes. So as far as my experience is concerned, Oracle, on Oracle database, you always find opportunities. Always. provided if you want to be unique, if you want to make yourself unique even in interviews, even in for your job selection, if you want to make yourself unique, I suggest you that after completing the course, you write even certification of Oracle, which will be conducted by Oracle Corporation. Certification, Oracle certified. You should be like, they call that as OCA, Oracle Certified Associate. So that what will happen among 10 people who apply for a job, say you are also one among them, and in that 10, say for example, you are the only one who is OCA, the scopes are a bright, like, you will be the first person who will be given an opportunity. You understand that is what my point is, that if you want to be unique, I suggest you to go for even certification on Oracle, which is called OCA. For that, what is needed, how to prepare, what things you should go for all that, later when you're planning, you update me, I'll guide you for that. But that will make you unique, that will make you perfect in even subject. But point is, when you write the exam, when you write that certification exam, you can't go for trial and error for that, because it's not that you are investing 4,000, 5,000. It will be of around 10,000 plus rupees you are going to have for that exam. So you can't do fit for trial. When you're thorough, when you're perfect, when you're ready, then go for it. And another plus point is, if you're already working, company will, if company is providing a facility of reimbursement, then invest it, write the exam. If you're cleared, submit that certificate to your company. Whatever the amount you invested, that company will refund you all. They reimburse your amount. Okay. Now, coming to the next part, what we learn is, everyone is clear now what I have explained you in comparison of 12, 11G release to and 12C. Everyone. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
Kavi. Okay. That's fine. Shilpa, is this your first session, Shilpa, you're attending? Shilpa.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Shilpa, is this your first class
Today
you're
it's a,
attending? Acha, today is your first session.
yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then things may be confused, may create confusion for you.
Right.
If you have already some knowledge, then it will be plus point that you can go through it. I'll share all the other videos if you're planning to join for the course from the
Okay.
beginning. Whatever the demo sessions and all we have covered, those all videos I'll share with you.
Okay.
If you feel today's class is comfortable for you, then if you're planning to join for the course, then you can just leave a update management regarding it, so that they'll share videos of all the demonstration classes.
Okay, sir. Sure, definitely.
Right. Yeah. Now, coming to the next and last part of this schema, remember, schema internal contains objects. Schema internal contains what? Objects. Now, when I use this word objects, we make a big list here now. They all come under category of what? Objects. What are they? Tables, views, synonyms, indices, sequences, sequences, clusters, stored procedures, stored functions, stored packages, stored triggers, etc. These all these are what? Objects that can be a part of what? Schema. Now, keeping this picture in view, we come up with 4 sentences now. 4 sentences. What are they? One, you can say Oracle software is a collection of one or more databases. Second, database is a collection of one or more schemas. 3, schema is a collection of one or more objects. Yeah, 3 points. Software is collection of one or more databases. Database is collection of one or more schemas, and schema is a collection of one or more objects. Yeah, container database. Yeah, yeah, we have that. You want me to explain all that stuff now? Just wait, we'll come back. I'll get back to you. Yeah, in the installation itself, you'll get to know about it in the installation part. Yeah. Yes, this is the now you got to have idea like what is the working process of your table in your Oracle database. Yes, so keeping these things in view only, it is going to work. Yeah, next class may we are going to discuss about my first topic, that will be something related with the introduction to SQL. Next class mein we are going to discuss in detail about this introduction part. Introduction to SQL, that is structured query language. Because in my demo class we have come across with this term to use called SQL. Tomorrow's class mein we will learn in detail. I'll just show you where we studied this part. See here. Topics of Oracle. Introduction class may I explain SQL, PLSQL are the content for our course, and first topic that we start will be SQL. Yes, today we have, I mean, next class may I'm going to come up with detailed explanation on this complete SQL part. Detailed explanation. Okay, so from now every session is important for us. You don't skip any session, because from here till we start practical, every session somewhere or the other we have some important things to come up as as for interview point of view, even for your job point of view, even in future you'll get to know about all those things in detail. Okay. Yeah, we are already session started. We are in a regular session. Practicals will take time. Like more. I hope like we have more 2 sessions more. After that, we'll go with full-fledged practicals only. But to start off with those things, these are the prerequisites. So tomorrow, once we start practical, so you will be in a position to correlate how in background things are working. When you write a query, how it is getting the data, what is the approach in working to that, for the retrieval of data, storage of data, manipulations to data, easily you can make out when you know all these things. No, it's not demo. We are in regular session. Demo session's over now. Students who are new joining, for them it is new, but for me, I'm going with my regular classes only. I was actually talking about practical. Okay, everyone. Oh. No, link they'll change later. I hope when they'll change, I don't know, but they'll change. Okay then. Fine. Tomorrow's class, I'll take up next topic. That is about introduction to SQL. Okay, Dipesh, is everything fine? You have any questions to ask? Yeah. They'll inform Nirmal. Definitely they'll inform.
No, sir, I'm good.
Good,
I
clear
don't
now,
have any
everything
question.
is fine? Okay, that's
Yes, sir.
fine then.
Everything is clear.
Okay, that's fine then. Okay, Pranali?
Yes, sir. Everything is fine, sir. No question.
Right. So, okay. Bye everyone. See you tomorrow.
Bye, sir.
Bye. See you tomorrow.